In this quick video guide, I'm going to show you how you can use the content-aware fill in After Effects. Now, with the content-aware fill, it's like using a clone tool. So we can clone, well, we're not going to clone manually, but it's going to generate automatically some pixels here to hide a part of our video clip or image or video. Now, in this case, I have a cat right here, and I've already created a content-aware fill layer, which is this one here. It's just that I'm not using it right now. So if I turn this on, you can see the effect. And the smaller is the defect or the subject or the object we want to hide, the better it's going to look. So you can see here, if I play back, well, we can definitely see there's something not right in that part of the video, but this is because now you pay attention to it. But otherwise, you wouldn't probably notice anything. So what this tool does is creates a series of images or like a series of patches that are going to overlap onto your original video layer right here. So if I turn this off, you can see that that's just a patch, and you can create that with a mask. But let's see everything from the beginning. Just going to create a new layer here and a new project. So I'm going to go for new project and then new composition from footage. So I can create a new composition with the new layer, and I'm going to use the same video. So I'm going to use this one here. And there you go. So you can see here the entire video, and I don't want to like use the whole video here, just want to use part of the video. So I'm going to click and drag this. This is going to be my in point, and then this is going to be my out point. So just a small portion. And also you can click here in the workspace. You can define a smaller workspace if you don't want to use the entire clip. And if you find difficulties, you can check the video course that we have in the channel about After Effects, and also other guides and lessons that will help you understand the basics. So once we have this little portion of this track, we can go down here in the timeline. We can expand these parameters, and we need to create a mask first. So by selecting this track, I'm going to go here and use the pen tool. Now, we don't use the roto bezier, it's not needed. We can just create a simple cutout of this. So it's not going to be too precise. Well, you can be more precise if you want, but that's not the point here. We are not using like the roto brush, or we're not rotoscoping here. We're just, defining an area, and then After Effects is going to do the rest. So I'm going to click here and just try to encompass, try to include in this mask the cats that it's in the video, like this. I'm just clicking, I'm not creating curves, just clicking once with the pen tool, and there you go, that's my mask. Now all we need to do is like go here and change the parameters of the mask, not in the add mode, we want to be in the subtract mode. So that's creating now kind of a patch, which is pretty visible. And we are seeing the background of our composition right now, which is great. So let's go to Window and let's open the Content Aware Fill panel. Once it's open, you should find it in the right side here. So I'm just going to expand a little bit this, and there you go. So make sure it's all visible. So I'm going to click and drag here to see everything, and that's the alpha channel we're creating. So when I expand this, I want to make this a little bit bigger perhaps, so that everything will go inside there. And then you have different fill methods. Now the object removes an object from the footage. This is the best one for what we need to do, because we have like a movable object that is a little bit moving. And then you also have surface when you have like an object. So we replace the surface on object. For example, if I want to hide some of these holes here, I want to do like some adjustment and retouch for a defect that it's in the video or in an image, I would use probably the surface. And then you have edge blend, and that's used when you have like something that needs to blend with the surrounding edge pixels. So this is suggested when you have like something really defined with a really clear background. So in our case, we're going to use the object, which I think is the more powerful. And then I also want to apply a light correction, a strong light correction, or moderate. And then we want the range to be the work area or the entire duration. In this case, I want to have a work area. And then I'm going to just click on generate fill layer. And to do this, I need to create a file. So I'm going to call this content aware fill, and just save this. And it's going to create a folder where it's going to store all the frames that it's going to create. So right now, what it's doing is analyzing. It's going to take your footage here and the work area that you selected, and it's going to go frame by frame, analyzing the content that you want to remove and the surrounding content. Now, this is artificial intelligence. It's artificially and automatically going to do this. You're not going to tell anything about this. So it's just going to replace that empty space with things that it will find all around. So sometimes this looks better, especially if you have like a more um, uniform background. This is a little bit more complex, so probably it's going to take more time. And also, it depends on the size of your composition and of your footage, because right now we have full HD, so it's quite heavy, so it's going to take more time. And so the resolution will influence and the performance, and also the frame per second, because right now we have like about 5 seconds of animation, but times 30 frames per second is like 150 frames approximately. So it's going to take more time if you have longer workspace to analyze. Now we're going to just wait a little bit. And also something I want to tell you is that this is going to create, you can see here, a fill layer. So it's going to create a new layer, and that layer is basically a series of images. Okay, now it has finished, and you can see here it created some fill images to fill up that part. So let's see what's wrong here. You can see we can still see some part of the cat, while some parts have been hidden. Now why? Because when we move forward here, you can see the cat is gonna like go a little bit outside of that mask. So we need to stop this right now, because this is not the correct way we need to do this. So I'm just gonna stop it, and you can also delete that layer and just create another one. So you can see that the camera is moving a little bit, and also the cat is moving. So what we need to make sure is that we have an animated mask. So this is good for the first frames, but now you can see I can see the tip of the nose of the cat. So here I need to animate this. I need to make sure that the mask is a little bit bigger. So you can either change the size of the mask, or you can do also an animated mask if you click here and mask path. So I'm gonna like make this, well, you can also move the mask, by the way. So the mask can be moved like this, or you can select the various points by entering that mask, and you can deform the mask. So it's gonna be an animated mask. But the most important thing is that your subject, or the thing you want to remove, is going to be always inside that pot. There you go. So now it should definitely work better. I'm just going to make this smaller, so it's going to take a little less time. And again, I'm going to regenerate the fill layer. Okay, now we see the results here. And if I play this back with the spacebar, you can see that the cat has been definitely and completely hidden from the footage. Now you can see that we have again this sequence of images, and it created a folder, and you will see in your computer also that it will create a folder containing a series of PNG images, so with the alpha channel. And if you want, you can also like use these in a Photoshop. You can replace these. You can do video montage here in After Effects and replace it with a cat, with another animal like a dog, or with a ball, or whatever, using the content aware fill also in Photoshop. So go check the Photoshop video course. Go check the After Effects video course if you're interested in knowing more. And this will be all for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like it, enjoy also the other video guides and courses that we have in the channel. Subscribe if you want to stay updated. If you want to thank us and support us, please join the channel. Thanks, and see you in the next.